The first quarter of 2026 had a lot of ports, remakes, or sequels, but the second quarter of this year is going to be more balanced, with a little bit of everything, from brand new games to sequels and ports. Let's go over them. April starts lean, with the first noteworthy release being Replaced. It is a 2D platformer with a pixel art style in a cyberpunk setting. It had a demo available to play in the last Steam Next Fest. I didn't play it because my time was short and I figured that other people would already be talking a lot about it. I was more impressed by Mao's PI for Hire when it was revealed, but as time went on, I lost interest in it. Mostly because besides the old cartoon aesthetic, it doesn't seem to have much going for it. It launches for all platforms on the 16th. Pragmata is the biggest release of the month and has a demo available on Steam right now to play it. It is a third-person shooter with a slight twist, where you must hack enemies to make them vulnerable to your shots. The hacking minigame consists of moving along the correct path on a grid. In a way, it reminded me of Dancing Club from Yakuza 0. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Peril of Destruction, is the beat-em-up I never knew I wanted. In hindsight, it is surprising how long it took to realize He-Man would be a good fit for the genre, me included. I hope this one ends up good. The He-Man IP really needs a win. Sorrows would have been the biggest release of the month, had it not been for Pragmata. It is the first game from Housemarque since Returnal, and it seems it is repeating the same formula. It closes the month of April on the 30th. I remember when Dark Pictures Anthology was first announced. I thought it wouldn't last long, but 7 years after the first game, the franchise is still going. This time they'll be tackling space horror with Directive 8020, which releases on May 12th. Forza Horizon 6 is the biggest racing game of the year. I played previous Forza Horizon games and always had a good time, even if I didn't fall in love with them. Worth a check even if you are into racing games. Bubsy 4D launches on May 22. Seeing Bubsy again is so weird. The game is trying to market itself in a meme self-referential way, which is risky at best. The developers are casting a big net by releasing the game on all platforms, but I doubt they'll get many players. 007 First Light is the biggest game of the month and will be out on May 27. I wonder how players will receive it. On one hand, IO Interactive is the perfect studio for the 007 IP, with all their expertise from the Hitman series. On the other hand, what they have shown so far from interviews and gameplay hasn't really impressed. It's not bad or anything like that, it's just felt like every other AAA game going around. June is a leaner month, with the biggest release being a port of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth to Xbox and Switch 2 on the 3rd. Denshi Attack launches on June 17. I played a demo that was available at the last Steam Next Fest. I thought it was decent, but since my controller's stick was having issues, I was struggling to do tricks and get high scores. One day later, my most anticipated game of the month comes out. The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, is an action RPG with the HD 2D style that has become standard for smaller games from Square Enix. The game also has time traveling, but I wonder how impactful it will be, since from what they have shown so far, the only thing it seems to do is just change the environment. These were the releases of the second quarter of 2026. What games are you interested in this quarter? Leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you around.